Hi everybody, my name is Julia Hardy, and when we hear comments online being made like, oh hey, yeah to females, we wouldn't automatically in real life take that as a normal thing. Normally you kind of look at that and be like, yeah, that's kind of weird, kind of a little bit off kilter. So, you may be thinking, oh no, this is another sexism speech. How is this going to affect me? I don't do anything bad. I'm a good human. I would never do that. Let's think a little bit about this more critically and kind of look at it from a different perspective and talk about a little bit about why sexism affects everybody, not only females, but males as well. And so when we're looking online, I am an online gamer. I pretty much live in that world. I have a radio show, and all I do is basically play video games for a living. So when we look about the comments that are being made online, all these weird, creepy comments, they can range from being super graphic and just really gross to more like creepy uncle stuff that's just like a little bit off kilter. You're like, that's just a little strange. Um, we really think to ourselves, okay, well, this is a small percentage of men. This isn't like a huge percentage of the men in the world. But, we really need to think a little bit deeper about this because, for example, when you as a man walking up to a girl in a bar and you're just trying to be friendly, just trying to be nice, trying to talk to her, and she automatically kind of gives you the cold shoulder and just like shuts you down, no big, and you're like, well, I wasn't weird, I wasn't creepy, what happened? Well, this is kind of the impact that this small percentage of men is having on us women. We're not naturally super untrusting or anything like that, but I think learned behavior is just to kind of push away anybody and just kind of move on. You don't want to deal with anything. And it even affects my own behavior. I mean, I'm a fairly chatty, open person, but if somebody starts yelling at me, or if somebody from across the street trying to get my attention, or just trying to talk to me, I automatically just kind of tense up and just kind of push them out of the way. So um, I think the reason we really need to look at this impact is for those kinds of stories. So the way that I personally started dealing with these kind of like online trolls and comments were by getting basically in arguments online. And my friend said, Julia, it's not worth it. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the energy. Don't feed the trolls. That's just kind of what they want. That's kind of what they expect. I really, for a while, just took a step back and just I said, okay, fine, that's I guess is that what they want, then I'll just stay silent. But that didn't really work out for me, so I actually created Misogyny Monday, and basically I responded funny things to these kinds of comments that were being made on some of my videos and some funny videos, some other videos that I saw. And, when we look at these comments, there's different levels of misogynistic comments. There's kind of the more like trolly comments that, are a little bit more like your creepy uncle style, that are just kind of weird and you're like, I don't really understand. And then there's more like kind of graphic, inappropriate ones that, are just very off putting, very offsetting, and just really gross. And, I think the sexism is affecting the women a lot more than the creepy comments, right? Because that is really what's making us kind of untrustworthy and kind of just, you wouldn't say that in real life. So why are you saying this in the comments? And a lot of times when we're, let's say, having dinner with a friend or something like that, and, as a male, you make a comment that's a little bit, to me, Julia, this is a little bit sexist. There's something in there, and I kind of point it out and I say, hey, what's going on? I don't really think that that's an appropriate comment to make. And you go up into your, little brain and you think to yourself, was that what was that? Was that sexist? And, the end result is no, it wasn't. But that's the problem is, it's your subconscious. It's almost like malware where, in your subconscious mind, that's okay. And in your subconscious, we're learned that this kind of behavior is okay to do. So, after a while, women are just end up being disbelieved completely because even if you say something like, oh, this happened to me today, this happened, you kind of just brush it away. And so women really stop talking about it because they just feel like, okay, you're going to get disbelieved. And that doesn't typically happen with any other situation. But specifically with women, you kind of just end up hearing, oh, well, that's normal, or, that's not that big of a deal. And then you just kind of feel stupid. So you just end up stop talking. So what we need to do is, as men and women, we both need to start accepting our personal responsibility. So women, we just need to keep sharing our stories. Don't be discouraged by not getting that initial reaction, but keep sharing your stories so that we have a larger collection and so that people really start to understand what is going on, and having that personal responsibility to make sure that you are sharing those stories and that you aren't just staying silent. And guys, they need to speak up amongst their friend groups and everything like that. If there is a comment that's weird and that's not, not okay to say in your friend group, don't be afraid to tell them it's not okay, that it really is not appropriate. We're not like dogs. And really assume that women know what they're talking about and listen to them and kind of don't brush it off anymore. It's not about like trying to say that you are the problem, but just generally assume that women know what they're talking about. So, all in all, we just really need to accept our personal responsibility. And silence never solved anything. So, let's keep talking. Thank you.